Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Today we have a small little one here with Chance Hymas, a little breakdown, a little bit of a progression check here to kind of check in with him, check in, see how things are really mixing up this season. He just came off his best career finish. Something to talk about, a lot to talk about with the way that he rides, the way that he looks, the way that he's progressed through the season, the way that he started, the way he's been consistently finishing towards the same spot until this last weekend. Lots to unpack here with Chance Hymas. So you guys, want to just get into it a little bit. We can talk about all of his results so far in this 2023 season. You guys are seeing on your screen right now, round 4 in Houston, the first round for the East Riders. He ended up third in his heat, which I thought was spectacular. Didn't come out in the main and really surprise or anything like that. Ended up in 8th. Look at round 5 in Tampa. Heat, he got second. Really impressive, right behind Hayden Deegan even. And then came out and got 8th in the main. Once again, not impressive after finishing second in a heat, which is basically like finishing, 5th or 6th in the main event after finishing heat. Okay, so there's 2 heats, and say you finish second in the other one, and there's still other guys. So if one guy finished ahead of you in your heat, and then say the other 2 guys finished ahead of you in their heat, you're still second in your heat. And I put that as 4th overall. But pretty much it could be 3rd, I guess. But I pretty much put that at 4th, and that's kind of not the standard for the main event, but that's somewhere to kind of average around for the beginning of it at least. I'm not sure quite, if he fades or not. They don't really give Chance Hymas a whole lot of love on the broadcast because of Hayden Deegan, I would assume. So it is what it is. You don't really get to see him too much, so I couldn't really break down until this past weekend in Daytona. We'll get to that. After talking about his Triple Crown performance, he was probably breezing all the way to maybe an 8th, maybe 7th, even 9th place finish after the going 9th in the first main, 7th in the next, broke down in the third. I don't know if something happened. He might have been involved in a crash or something. Went to 16th in Arlington, a tough track to really pass on. And just remember that is a Triple Crown, and finished overall in 10th. So he's finished 8th, and 10th. Not fun. Not fun at all. Heading into the 4th round of his career, round 8 in Daytona, had a spectacular heat. Held up with the leaders, Jordan Smith and Hunter Lawrence. Hunter Lawrence was struggling to get past Jordan Smith, but once he did, he kind of pulled away from both Jordan Smith and Chance Hymas. But Hymas was there the whole time practically. So it was really cool to see Chance Hymas really progressing, and you could tell that he had the speed. You could tell he had the drive. He looked like a veteran out there. He didn't really look like he was shaky. He didn't pick up on some lines, which is kind of something you don't dwell on, but you definitely can build on. So it's good to see him still having room to improve. It's not like he's already hitting more towards his ceiling. I don't think that this is even close. I think that he's going to be second to, not Hayden Deegan, but second to a lot of guys during his career. I don't think he'll quite ever be that number 1 stud. Oh my God, it's Chance Hymas. Oh my God, it's Chase Sexton. Right now, and kind of the way that his 250 career went, and then kind of translated to the 450 class, I don't think it'll be near like that. I think he'll kind of be second to somebody, not quite the backup on the team per se, but I don't know. It's hard to kind of say with these guys. But Chance Hymas, so far so good. Looks solid to me, despite these 10th, 8th, and 8th finishes. I think Daytona really came out and he showed what he's going to do. And that being a hybrid track between outdoors and indoors, I think I'm really excited to see what he does this outdoor season. I really think if he can keep his fitness up, if he trains early enough, if he trains enough in general, he can really come out, not contend for, the championship, but contend for maybe top 4 overall, overall in the championship, the 250 side of things. So that I'm all interested to see and whatnot, and that should be pretty fun to kind of break down and watch as the season goes on. I mean, I just can't wait for this outdoor season. It's going to be a blast. And then we talk about his heat finishes in 3rd, and then the main event in 6th. See, that's what you kind of expect. You expect like a 6th event main event, or you need a 6th place finish in the main event after getting like 3rd in a heat. For me, that's kind of like the standard for what you kind of expect from a guy to kind of rank speeds early. At least that's where you want to shoot up to. I'm pretty sure he didn't even have a great start at all as well. So it's really cool to see him work up the pack. He was definitely feeling it in Daytona. I think he had a top 5 in him if he were to do the right things, and unfortunately just couldn't quite get to that start. And I think that that would have put him in a whole different universe. Might have even been a top 4 rider. Maybe would have passed Jeremy Martin. I wasn't quite sure what the lap time and the pace is, or what the pace was for Chance Hymas versus a guy like Jeremy Martin. So really fun prospect. I can't wait to see more of him. This is a nice little short breakdown on what he's already done this season. Hopefully you guys can watch him progress as much as I can, and really like kind of hold out for the dude. I mean, right now he's Daxton Bennick to this point has more attention on him than Chance Hymas, which is, I feel kind of bad. He's still a very solid rookie. You don't normally see rookies come out and do what Hayden Deegan's doing. So I understand why Hayden Deegan's getting all the hype, all the attention, all that. But Chance Hymas is secretly under the radar doing something, and I can't wait to see how that progresses to a 450 career. I think he'll go to the 450s probably a little bit earlier than most of these guys, or he'll either stay on the 250 for a long time. I don't think that he'll kind of be your average Joe career type of guy. I think that he will have some differences about him, and I think that he will be talked about for the next decade or so. So that should be fun. All that being said, I mean, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It was a fun video. More like this, leave down in the comments below what you want me to break down. Who do you want me to break down? And all that. See you guys on the flip side.